And now playing for the Tigers this spring 2014 is Lucas the Crusher Crump.
About 6. For 2 seasons in kindergarten first, I played t-ball, and then on 2nd and 3rd grade, I played machine pitch, and in 4th, I played 2 seasons of kid pitch. For my first season, we won the championship. It was amazing. My favorite position is pitcher because I get to be in the zone so I can strike people out. I have a special technique where I put my foot to the catcher's glove, and I put my glove on my ankle. I face at the pitcher's glove. I rise up. I breathe right before I throw, and I step and throw. If I don't make a strike, I stay in the position and look at my foot to see where it is. It feels like 76 hours, but it's really about 8. 1.5 hours per practice for 3 or 2 days a week, and then 2.5 hours for 2 games a week. It's very exhausting, but it's very exciting at the same time. What motivates me to play baseball is my idol, Babe Ruth, and because my friends' parents would cheer me on, and friends would just help me get through stuff, and I just like baseball. The other things I like about baseball is pitching and sliding into home plate, running the bases, hitting the ball, and with batting, it just makes it incredible. Coach Wilkes is the head coach. I really like him, and he's also encouraging to all my teammates. He's awesome. During practice, he taught us how to slide properly, played fun games with us that helped with our throwing, sliding, catching, pitching, and outfield, and hit and batting. It was all really fun, and he would help us individually.
Well, my history as a baseball coach is not very long. It's only about 4 years long. I picked up coaching baseball when my son joined Little League about 4 years ago, and I've been assistant coaches on his team for the last 3 years. And this year's my first year as the head coach. When the league was short of head coaches, I volunteered to be a head coach. You know the time is now. It's a good one. The baseball, it's a little bit more unique than the other sports I coach, basketball and football. They're all team-oriented sports, but baseball depends on everybody doing their little part more than probably any other sport. It's one of those sports that you're expected to kind of execute your skill, and a lot of times if the ball's not coming to you, you still have a job to do, and it's one of those sports where you can cheer other people on when you're not even involved in a play. You're just a backup for a certain play, or the ball's in your possession and you're making the play. People are cheering you on. I just like that whole aspect. It's completely different than other sports. I'm ready to play. In baseball, you don't really give pep talks like you do in football or basketball, where emotion is a lot of part of the game. Baseball is more of a focus game where you focus on the moment in time and you have to execute a skill. And baseball is such a failure sport. You know, people going to the bat and they strike out, or making a play in the outfield, you bobble the ball and you don't get the out, things like that. And so you don't want the kids to kind of be emotionally charged. You want them focused. So we don't really give them a pep talk before the game. Try to just get them focused on their skill. you're going out in the field, think about the position you're playing, fielding ground balls, making the play. If you're going up to the bat, that's all you're thinking about. So it's more being in the moment than being emotionally charged. When a kid's having a bad day, especially in Little League Baseball, because this is more the time where they're progressing to the level where they almost fail more than they succeed now. And as in the game of baseball, that's going to become more and more true. So yes, every kid is actually facing that at some point in the season, having a bad day. And so you do have to address it with them and get them to realize that that is part of the game and just move them on to the next moment. We kind of learn from our mistakes, and then we just continue to move on.
Play until I'm retired.
How old do you think you would be when you retire?
67. I really want to play going into high school, and then I might just play here at Texas State. And then my mom, she wants me to become a pro and get her this huge mansion.